Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well and came back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Today's video, I feel like trying out this Weavile deck that I put together and see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. It's pretty simple in its composition. It just revolves around Weavile, Spiritomb, and Drapion. But I will have the entire deck list in the description of the video below should you want to try to build this deck for yourself or just simply improve upon it, because I know for sure it can be made better. And I will try to explain my thought process and game plan for this deck's composition as we get into some matches here. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's get into our first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here. Let's see what kind of hand we get. Though unfortunately we are going first, which is never good. Alright, we do start with the Sneasel, which is kind of what we want to see here. So for this deck, it's again, pretty simple, straightforward game plan. Ideally, you do want to start with Sneasel in your opening hand. Because the Sneasel, when it evolves into Weavile, has an effect where if you do damage to your opponent's Pokemon, it will do extra damage, so a total of 70, since Weavile naturally hits for 30. I also run Drapion in this deck because it has a poison effect, and also it's a non-EX card that deals a ton of damage. So ideally you want to be building up Skorupi in the background, and then I also run Spiritomb, because it also attacks your opponent's bench as well as the active Pokemon. So the idea is to constantly make sure your opponent's Pokemon are hurt, no matter how minuscule, just because when your Weavile comes in, you can start doing the real damage. But your heavy hitter is, of course, the Drapion. That's kind of your ideal backup plan, should things go south pretty quick. But like most decks in this game, you want to go second, so you can get Sneasel and Weavile going a little bit faster and you can attack first, but we're going to be playing from just a little behind here. But we will go ahead and evolve into Weavile because we can't really take the chance on Celebi KOing Sneasel. But the good thing about Weavile, it only costs 1 energy to attack. I mean, we'll survive Celebi for at least 1 turn, at the very least. Unfortunately, where we have no damage on the Celebi, we're only going to hit for 30. Assuming the attack comes out, there's a little bit of a delay there. But alright, let's see how this deck does against Celebi here. I'm actually curious to see how this deck will do it all, because I've not really played it. But yeah, and I don't really have too many dark cards. I think like the ideal way you want to run Weavile is probably preferably with Darkrai. I think those two have pretty good synergy. And unfortunately, we are weak to grass. I forgot about that. So we won't survive a second hit. But yeah, I think Darkrai, Weavile is kind of the optimal way to do this, but I don't have the cards to run it optimally because my draws are terrible. But all right, let's see. When we get hit again, we get KO'd, so there is that. Unless they get 2 tails, but I think what I'm going to opt to do, I'm going to be annoying. I'm going to play Sabrina, make them either bring in Snivy or Execute. Probably Execute, if I were to take a guess here. Just to make sure they're obviously going to tag Celebi back in, but this is just to be annoying to make them spend an extra energy so they don't get 3 coin tosses, and maybe we can survive 2 heads here for the inevitable Celebi run. And we do want to get Drapion built up, since our Weavile is going to be gone pretty quickly since we have the type mismatch. But my plan goes to hell when they have a leaf in their hands. Alright, so we got they can't even get 1 head, so we lose Weavile immediately. I mean, I probably should have just gotten Weavile out, but we don't really have anything that can survive multiple coin tosses anyway, unfortunately. Alright, show me 3 tails. You wouldn't be that nice, would you? Absolutely not. Alright. Well, alright, I guess we're going to bring in the Spiritomb. Even though we lost the Weavile, we can't really afford to lose Spiritomb either. Can't really afford to lose anything because we lose. Because we're in a 2-0 hole, unfortunately. Alright, we get our other Sneasel, which is nice. And I'm just going to power up the Drapion and just more or less use Spiritomb as a meat shield since we have 2 leaves in our hands. Though we do have the type mismatch again. But hopefully we get 4 tails. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Probably not going to happen. But we can always hope. Alright, well, this is everything. We can survive 1. But that's about all we got. And there's our 1. So we need 3 more. Nah, of course not. Literally almost a literal polar opposite of what I needed in that scenario. So yeah, nothing we had on the bench would have survived that regardless. So down we go swinging. Didn't even get a KO. Well, one unfortunate to go second against a grass stack out of the gate, but you know, we'll do what we can. Hopefully the next match goes just a little bit better, but a good game to that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Well, alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here, and we do get to go second, so it's a much better start than what we had the last time. But maybe we're due for some good luck here, because the last start was about as rough as it could be with this deck, and we do have pretty much the optimal opening hand, I would say. Maybe should have started out with Spiritomb just to get the damage in, but opt for Sneasel since we opened up with Weavile. Had Weavile not been there, probably would have just opened up with Spiritomb to get the damage in. And this is my first time I think I've actually seen a pure Infernape deck. You haven't seen a whole lot of Infernape around. Imagine you probably want to run Infernape maybe the same way you run Charizard, I would guess, with Moltres as your engine, but I don't know. Like I said, I've never seen too many of them. But they've got just about everything they need on that bench there. And we do draw to our Drapion. So we're going to put our energy into Sneasel. Can't evolve or anything just yet. I could Sabrina in one of the Chimchars, but maybe not worth it at this juncture. Alright, we can at least get one heads. I'll take that. Alright, well, we get our damage on Moltres. So now we'll be hitting for 70 with Weavile, which is always good. And it's nice that Weavile is not too demanding in an energy department, so we can start building up our Drapion in the background before they can really do any damage. We're kind of neutral in the typing department. Alright, you wouldn't show me 3 tails, would you? It feels like when I play Moltres, I get that a lot. I think I get that more than even 1 heads. Alright, just single heads, but Infernape doesn't take a lot to get going. It's just 2 energy, but they still have to evolve. But alright, let's get our Drapion going. You'll probably hear me say that 10 different ways. I don't know if it's Drapion or Drapion. But alright, we got our Weavile out. Let's see, it didn't really matter what we get here. We get our other Skorupi. Skorupi, however the hell you say that. I can't say names. But alright, let's hit Moltres here for 70. I'm going to make them kind of have to choose between letting Moltres live or building up the Chimchar, which they really don't really need Moltres for that now, because they got an energy into both. But they are going to opt to build some more here. I don't know if I would have done that. I probably would have got Moltres out, considering that Infernape only takes 2 to get going. And they hit on 2. And the thing with Infernape, you can overbuild because it's kind of like Raichu, because you lose all the energy on Infernape to even attack in the first place. But okay, so I think what we can do, we can KO Moltres, and then I'm going to force switch in one of the Chimchars, unless he draws into both Monfernos. But that is a game plan for another day. Right, we get our Cyrus as well. And we'll KO this Moltres. Alright, so he has to bring in one of the Chimchars. And the best he can do is bring in Monferno. But I am going to tag in that other Chimchar, I think. Because with Drapion, if we get 2 heads, we can KO it. Alright, so we're going to play right around that Rocky Helmet. Alright, so let's get an energy on the Drapion here. We will Sabrina in the other Chimchar. And we're going to tag out and hope the coin toss gods are in my favor for once in my life. Alright, 1 tails, not good. Alright, only 1 heads out of 4 coins, of course. We'll take whatever damage we get on the Chimchar. Probably going to opt to tag, I would imagine. But we're going to Cyrus that bad boy right back in. And then probably tag into Weavile to get the guaranteed knockout on it. And because that Chimchar already has damage on it, we can guarantee that it gets knocked out because Weavile will do 70. But let's see what they opt to do here. Unless they got 2 potions, that kind of messes up everything that I was planning for. Yep, they got the tag here. Then build with Moltres, I would presume. Yep, that's precisely what they're going to do. But unfortunately, we're going to ruin their day and their plans. Let's see how the coin toss gods treat them. Alright, 2. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we do get a leaf, which we can't use once I use this Cyrus here. But we don't need it. We will get the KO with Weavile guaranteed. Alright, force tag in the Chimchar. Taking out Drapion. Sad to see 3 energy go, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And then we KO Chimchar. And that'll be game, my friend. And down he goes. Alright. Alright, so we're back to 500 at the very least to make this a little bit more respectable here. Get a win for the Weavile deck on the board. But yeah, good game to that opponent, and hopefully we can continue our luck in this next match. Alrighty, looks like I found potentially my final opponent here, depending on how this goes. Alright, we get to go second, all good things, and we get another Sneasel. Good. Good luck. We've had Sneasel in every hand that we've had, which is good. We've also managed to draw into Drapion every single time. And a grass deck. I've never seen this many grass decks in my life. Of course, you know, now that I'm playing a deck that's kind of weak to grass, I will see every single one. Especially you don't see one with Pinsir very often. Is it Celebi or nothing? But it looks like it still may be Celebi. But alright, let's see if we can try to get going here before they do. We don't have our Weavile, which is not good. Alright, we're gonna oak it up here and pray for a Weavile. Show me Weavile. And there's the lad. Alright, we got our second Skorupi up. And we can do damage to this Pinsir. And ideally, KO it on the next turn. As we'll hit for 70, unless they Erica or potion this Pinsir here. But I don't know if they would waste an Erica on it. They don't know I have Weavile. They don't know what I know. Let's see what they opt to do here. Maybe they're not playing Celebi at all. Alright, we do get our Drapion. These have been good good pulls so far. Let me get our Weavile out. Let's buff up the Drapion here. And KO the Pinsir. I'm gonna guess they're probably not gonna opt in to bringing that Snivy. Opt into, that was a weird way to say that. They're probably not gonna opt to bring in Snivy. Probably gonna be Execute. We could have our day ruined by an Executor. And there he is. Alright, well I don't know if it'd be better to chip away at this Executor or to chip away at the Snivy. Because it really didn't take too much. Oh, they are running Celebi. This is a very diverse grass deck. Alright, well show me Tails because we want to take 100. And we're going to take 100. Alright, do I leave Weavile in? I don't really have anything to tag into that's worthwhile. Guess I can tag into this other Sneasel, which I think this one I'm going to opt to do. The one heads kill Sneasel, but it's probably worth it to more keep our Weavile alive. I don't want to use Sabrina, be annoying. I'm going to use Sabrina, be annoying. And just make a litany of bad decisions. I think it's more... It's going to suck to lose the Weavile, but it's more worthwhile to get Drapion going. Since he also doesn't have a grass weakness, and we can just kind of chip away into either Celebi or Executor, whatever they opt to run with here. I mean, they're probably going to tag that Executor right back in. If I were a betting man. But maybe they'll prove me wrong. Maybe they won't do that. Please prove me wrong. Please keep Celebi in here. They do. Okay. Okay, things are looking up now. My stupidity doesn't look so stupid all of a sudden. because our Weavile is still alive. So we're going to leaf out the Weavile to not waste our precious energy here. And we're going to bring in Drapion. Now we do need, if we get 2 heads, we can poison Celebi, which is good. But the way my coin tosses are going, I'm not going to hit for more than 1 heads at a time on Drapion at any point. So kind of a moot point, I guess. But let's see if I can draw into Cyrus, I can make things pretty interesting. As in, I can win if they don't heal Celebi. Now they're gonna leaf out Celebi, which is a smart thing to do. I'm gonna have to hope and pray here I don't get hit for 80 again. Alright, I really need to top deck Cyrus. Please be Tails. Tails never fails, come on. Alright. So it makes it... I mean, we don't survive a second hit regardless. But if they get Tails again, we do. Alright, we don't get Cyrus, which is a no bueno here. So I guess we're going to build up this other Skorupi. And hope for 4 heads, I guess. There's 1. Alright, we're halfway there. Alright, we're going to hit this Executor for 120. And it's going to get poisoned, which will knock it down to 30. But now we got to survive a coin toss of theirs as well. Well, here's hoping you get bad luck, pal. But do you? They're going to power up Celebi and probably risk it all in this coin toss. Please be Tails. Please be Tails. Please be Tails. Please be Tails. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Panic for no reason here. All right. Now we can KO with Weavile guaranteed. I'm not going to risk anything on a coin toss. Going to leave Drapion out. Tag in our good buddy Weavile. And I don't believe in wasting energy around here. Hit on the Drapion. And we're going to knock out Executor, which will give us the game here. And down goes Executor. And we get the 2 points we need. Alright, not bad. Not a bad overall showing of the Dark deck here after a little bit of a rough start. But I do believe I'm going to call the video here. Feel free to leave me any suggestions on how I can make this deck better. I know it can absolutely be improved upon for sure. But a good game to that opponent if I didn't say it already. And yeah, if you made this part of the video, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.